Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading is a weekly reading looking at the energy surrounding us during the week of October 29th through November 4th. For the reading, I'm using the Good Tarot deck by Colette Baron-Reid, and I've pulled one additional oracle card from the Soul's Journey deck by James van Praagh. So I'd like to remind you these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate. The only way to get a truly personalized reading with me would be to order a private reading. If you're interested in doing that, all of the information can be found in the description box below this video. All right, so let me go ahead and lower my camera just a little. I've already shuffled and laid the spread, done it off camera just to save a little bit of time. So we have in the past position, the energy as we head into this new week. We have the Page of Water. This would be the Page of Cups, followed by the Five of Water. So the Five of Cups. We actually have all water energy for the main spread here. The outbound is the Messenger of Water. This would be the Knight of Cups. And from the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the week, we have the Six of Fire. This is the Six of Wands. And our oracle card is Gratitude. And it says, I'm thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. And the colors here, it's kind of it's like an olive green, and we have blues there, purples in the middle. We'll get to the full meaning of this in 1 second. So I think, starting off here with our overall energy, which is the Six of Fire or Six of Wands, whatever is happening this week, and, there seems to be either, there might be dealing with, some of you might be dealing with a water sign individual because we do have so much water energy. If you're not, there could be you just dealing with situations that, have to do with relationships, that have to do with emotions, because if we think about the suit of water or cups itself, water energy deals with our feelings, it deals with our emotions, right? Our relationships, also how our emotions and feelings kind of push us through life, how they affect our behavior, how they affect our relationships. So, with this many cups cards in a reading, it does show that there's a definite focus on that area, right? More on our emotions, relationships this week. But whatever it is, there's success at hand with the Six of Fire as the overall energy. The suit of fire itself, or fire energy, the suit of wands, it has to do with action, right? And so it's about putting our intentions into action. So acting on those things that we have thought about, that we've wanted to do. It's a very creative suit, right? It's a very transformative suit as well. And the suit of fire, so it's, it has to do with the day-to-day matters, it also, in life, such as the work that we do, but it also has to do with our own drive and ambition and determination and passion for the things that we do, right? For the work that we do, for creative projects. It's also very creative, very dynamic energy. And, the Six of Wands, it's quite different looking in this deck, right? Let me hold this back up again. You see that in this deck, there's actually it's like a ship, but it's floating through the air here. It's like a big balloon, but it's floating through the air, and it doesn't usually look like that. Usually it's a man, riding this horse, supposedly coming back from battle. He was victorious. So it's a card of recognition of, you standing out from the crowd, being recognized, or, receiving accolades for a job well done, for succeeding at something. It can also be, you sort of standing out from the crowd. So sometimes with this card, especially having to do with work, this can be if you've applied for a job, you get that call back, or you're offered the position because your application or resume, your experience sort of stood out from everybody else's and, made you successful here. But I think it's interesting that it shows this kind of ship floating through the air, because it does make me think of more of like the Six of Swords and forward movement, and moving out of one situation into another. It also makes me think, obviously, of travel. I mean, we have, travel by air here, travel across the sea with the reference to the boat, and we do have a lot of water energy. So for some of you, that could be something to do with travel, possibly that's, that might be significant or prominent this week. There could be something to do with the water, either being close to water, traveling over water, going, to a place that's by water. But in general, this is a card of success. So whatever it is that you are trying to do, if this, and we'll get into the, the meaning of the spread here, but if this is to do with a relationship, this, this could be the relationship now working out, things, moving forward, success within this relationship. And it is about also you also receiving recognition. So this could be, this could be a week that you are really shining, you're really kind of standing out and receiving recognition, whether this is within the workplace or, within some of your relationships. This could be you just, really coming forward, possibly even to help others on their own journey, with this being this success card and this forward movement and this travel, this journey. This could be you helping others as well. But it's very, it's a very transformative, a very inspirational, very exciting energy. So beginning here with this Page of Water, pages in the Tarot, yes, they can be people. And we do have 2 court cards with the Page and the Messenger of Water. So this would be, the Page and the Knight. They can be people playing a significant role in our lives during this week. If so, then typically this would be, with the Page, this would be it's a much younger, more immature energy. The Messenger is a more mature, sort of middle-aged, it's an older energy, but both water sign individuals, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And pages usually bring in news, right? They are the bearers of messages, of news. Sometimes the Page of Water appears when there is news of, this could be a new relationship, this could be pregnancy, this could be birth of a child, right? But it's news about that coming in. It's also a healing energy, right? The Page of Water oftentimes, it reminds me of the Ace of Water, right? Or the Ace of Cups, because there's a healing type of energy. So, for some of you, there could be, and with the Success card here, there could be a healing of a relationship, whether this is, a romantic relationship or just a friendship. It could even be, a family relationship, so some type of relationship within your family. There could be healing and successful healing. So if you have had trouble in the past, with a relationship, there could be just, as you start around the beginning of the week, some type of healing coming in here. And the Page of Water, obviously, in this deck, she is shown here. Let me hold her up again. I mentioned immature, very young energy, could even be a child of yours. But it can also speak of, having that childlike innocence, having that childlike curiosity. If we think about many times, if you are, if you have been out of a relationship and you're getting into a new relationship, it's that beginning phase of the relationship, the getting to know you. Everything is very exciting. It's very sweet. It's, it's everything is brand new, just learning about the other person, getting to know each other. And so it's about opening yourself up as well, right? About opening your heart, opening yourself up, being, having this open, welcoming, kind of attitude, towards the other person. Can also have to do with if this is not, a relationship, a person. If we look at this, since we did have, fire, wands energy is the overall energy. If this is to do with a creative project or a business venture or, something to do with your work, this could be a new offer coming in around the beginning of the week that makes you feel very happy, that brings you great joy, right? That could be this sort of new start associated with this, this opportunity, and it could make you feel very happy, very excited. It could even be something that, you might have wanted to have done for quite a while, right? With the child here, this could be something that you've wanted to do, ever since you were a child, and now finally, you're getting a chance to do that. It can be that type of energy, but it's very sweet. It's very open, receptive. So also be receptive, whatever is coming in at this time. Try to keep an open mind, try to be open and receptive to whatever this new opportunity is. Now, the Five of Wands comes after it, right? And that sort of sits at the heart of the reading here. And the Five of Water, I think I just said Wands, sorry, it's the Five of Cups or Five of Water. It can oftentimes speak of focusing or a need to focus more on the positive, right? On what there might be still, there for you, or opportunities surrounding you, instead of focusing on the negative, what hasn't worked out. So it's about release as well, sort of releasing any sadness or grief, releasing any of those emotions that have to do with, things that maybe didn't work out. And being, open and trying to be positive and focusing on the opportunities that are still there. Sometimes this card appears when, you're not paying attention to opportunities around you. Many times the Five of Cups, it shows sort of the three cups spilling out, or they've already spilled out, and the person is just so fixated on, the three cups that they don't have anymore, that they don't even notice, next to them or behind them or surrounding them, there's like the Two of Cups there, which if we think of the Two of Cups is the soulmate card, right? It's you joining your cup with somebody else and the coming together of the two people. So sometimes the Five of Waters, it encourages us to, to release any sort of negative, or just focusing on the negative. Try to look at the positive side of things. And it can also remind us to focus on or pay attention to opportunities that we might not have noticed or might, have been missing out on here. And again, this can, if we think of it more to do with a relationship, it's about paying attention, keeping positive. I think, again, with this being open-hearted and minded, and remaining positive and releasing. There's a need to release any type of sadness or grief, let those old emotions kind of just let go of them, and then, release that and allow yourself to open to new things coming in, to new relationships, new opportunities. If this is on, again, on the work front, with this new, possibly news of something coming in that makes you feel very happy, there might be an opportunity within your current place of work that, maybe there is an opportunity there for you, but for whatever reason you haven't noticed it or you haven't really paid attention to it. So do, make sure this week that you pay attention to things that possibly, you haven't given as much attention to, and try to, instead of looking at the negative, for example, you're working in a job that maybe it hasn't been that great, instead of just focusing on the negative, just try to, find the positive within that situation, and then maybe new opportunities kind of arise out of that. But it's about keeping this positive, more upbeat, open mind about things. Now, the Messenger of Water is the outbound energy. This would be, again, the Knight of Water. So it's older water sign energy. And messengers, they also can bring in news, right? But they also bring offerings. They can bring gifts. And usually this messenger, or this Knight of Cups, is the knight in shining armor. So this person is usually bringing in, a new offering of love, is bringing in, if it's not, a relationship, then this could be just an offer coming in or something coming into you that, again, makes you feel very happy. This could also, it could be a romantic relationship. We do have the two, cups, sort of the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups on both sides. We do have this, need to focus on the positive. But then we have, as the overall energy, this, wonderful Six of Wands, which is success. So, I think that there's a need to release, this, as definitely sitting at the center here, but there's success in whatever this new thing is coming in. So, again, there's this, a need to kind of look for the best in other people, a need to focus on the positive here. And I need to, love ourselves, but also, in order to love others, other people, in order to open ourselves up to other people. So, I'm getting that obviously with all water energy, this could be for many of you watching to do with relationships. And again, it doesn't have to be romantic in nature. This could be more of a friendship. This could be, especially with the child appearing here, this could be a family situation. I'm getting for some of you, this could even be, with the travel, possibly family traveling. You might be meeting up with family. It could be people that you haven't seen for a while. You might need to, again, release if there has been sort of animosity or negative kind of, or like, what am I trying to say? Like disagreements, arguments, put that in the past and then open yourself up. Allow, yourself to welcome that person back in, and there is success here. So I think that, and there's with the focusing on the Two of Cups is coming together, right? As opposed to focusing on what didn't work out, the negative, right? There's a need to be open to this person. And, again, I usually view the Page and Knight, they can be people, but I view it more as energy surrounding us this week. And so we have a lot of very loving, very open, very welcoming energy with all of the, the Page and the Messenger of Water here. And the Oracle card, let me find my guidebook here. And the Oracle card says, gratitude. This soulful card is telling you that it is time to stop, close your eyes, and become mindful of the incredible gift the universe has bestowed upon you in offering valuable and unique lessons, tailored especially for your soul. This is an important reminder to express your appreciation for what has been, what will be, and most important, who you are. It is time to acknowledge to the universe how thankful you are for being provided these opportunities for insights and understanding. It is also time for your soul to share recognition of all those loved ones in your life upon the earth or in spirit who have helped form who you are now. You may even find it helpful to begin to write a list of all the things you are grateful for in your life. When you put forth the contemplation and the energy to do this, it awakens thoughts that acknowledge your connection to all that is. By bringing yourself into a state of gratitude, it not only has a transforming effect on the energy in the sacred space surrounding you, but also brings about an overall sense of health and well-being. So interesting. So, there's this gratitude, but it's not just giving thanks, for sort of everything you have. No, it's also about, like I just read here, it's about giving thanks to, everybody who's helped you, which is, again, we do have all of this emotional relationship type of energy. So this could be, a week where you do need to express your gratitude, right? By being open, by expressing yourself, expressing your feelings here, being very open with those around you, thanking people, for what they've done for you, for being there, for being in your life, for being part of, for being in your family, to, just being more grateful and open, I think. And also going back to the Five of Water, focusing on the positive. Not everybody is perfect. None of us, actually. So it's about being more open, right, and accepting to other people here. Going back once more to this Page of Cups, there could be this news of a pregnancy or birth of a child. And if so, this is, it's very exciting. It's a very sweet, news coming in here for some of you. And for others, there is this need to be open-minded, this need to be receptive, this need to kind of, whatever we are facing during this week, to sort of approach it in a very loving, a very gentle, a very emotional manner. And then, you know, with the Knight of Cups, this Knight in Shining Armor, as we head out of the week, again, it's this very, you know, romantic. The Knight of Cups is you know, he can be a little too temperamental, but he's a very passionate, a very romantic, a very optimistic. He's a dreamer, right? So there's this optimistic energy. So, and it's all very, very dreamy, right? Very fluid, very soft, I feel. So it could be, for many, it could be a week that, you know, we are more in touch with our emotions. Maybe we're more emotional than usual this week. For others, this could just be, you know, a week in which our relationships are just kind of taking, you know, center stage, and we're really just focusing more on our relationships and doing so, you know, in a very open and loving and receptive way. So very soft. I'm getting very soft and kind energy off of the spread for this week. So I do hope that the messages have helped you. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful week. Bye for now.